Lock. For example, in our file system, the data file format is wrong. Okay? The data file format is wrong. So let me rename this one. So this is unformatted file. So when OIC read this file format, so it will give the error right here. Read file only, it will give the error. First we'll see the default error. But we have a multiple options. Multiple. And first is global error handler. This is global for particular integration. Well, it is global for the particular integration. That means not for all integrations. So this will create by default when you create an integration. If you look at this one, there is an option called global. There is an option called global. So every integration after you create, this will be created by default. So this is called global error handler, global fault handler, or global error handler. So there is a one more. This is the means this global fault handler. This global fault handler will be any unhandled error, any unhandled exception from the integration can be handled global. It will be like this. Once again, I will tell you this. Once again, I will tell you. So any unhandled exceptions will be there in the integration that will be handled by global. So you can handle individual actions also from the integrations. So here also I can handle exception. Here also I can handle exceptions. Here also I can handle exceptions. Anywhere whichever the action you want to handle the exceptions, that is called scope. Scope. Particular action from the integration will be handled by. So definitely we'll ask this question. So when you are handling the errors from the scope, then why do we have a global? Because for example, if you are not handling the exception for any action from the integration, that time it will taken care of the global. Any unhandled exceptions from the scope or main flow, that will be handled by global. First, we'll see the global. For example, if you define the particular action, you define the scope and you define the global. So which will be take the first precedence? Scope will be take the first precedence. Scope will be take the first precedence. First we'll see default error, guys. First we'll see default error. So when you read the file, wantedly to see the errors, I have made the wrong file format. So let's run the integration this time. I am not handled any exceptions, either globe or either scope. Both I have not handled. Global level I have not handled. Scope level also I have not handled the exception. Now what will be the use case? So let me activate the integration. Activate the integration. Run. What will happen? We'll check. No? So definitely error will come, but we have not handled anywhere. So where the error will come, guys? Invoke. Hello. So this is the error. No data to be processed. No data to be processed. So in this file was not found or not available. No content. Please make sure that file exists in the specified directory. That means we are accessing this file, but this file not found. So what is the error it is coming? To be processed was not found. Something it is coming, right? So this is the error. Now what is happening is when error occurred, what about other actions from the integration? What about other actions from the integration will be executed or not? Hmm?
Not
Good.
execute.
Obviously, no.
So if you go to the flow integration flow, it is
So you're
failed.
not placing the file in a particular path, right?
No, path is placed, but format is wrong.
And the file name also in the read also different, right?
Yeah, format is wrong. Maybe any error, guys. Any error. Maybe the file not there. Any file format is wrong. Anything. I am taking one example. I wantedly place the different. So this file format is wrong, and normally we are reading the zip file, but this file format is wrong. That is the reason it is saying that. So we are not finding appropriate file like that. So now what happened? So error occurred from the integration, and the flow of the integration has failed. So other actions from the integration. So this dot dot and this dot dot symbol indicates the integration flow not executed from here onwards. Understand or not? So this is the way. See now, if you look at this one, the program has failed because of the error. Because of the error. So this is the way you can see the default. This is the way you can see the default errors in the integration. But if this is the case, how the end user know this file is wrong or this file format is wrong or this file not there in the file? End user will not know, right? So, so end user will not know, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to handle the error which is not handled in the specific specific action. No, I don't know. Oh yeah. Deactivate. So now what we will do, so now we have not handled in the scope level. Scope level we have not handled. So that means we are not handling, we are not handling in the any flow from the integration. If you want to handle any flow from the integration, what you will do here? So you have to do like this. Click on. So you add the scope here. Then whatever the actions from the integration, you can paste into the scope. That we will see next scenario. So now we have not handled the any exception handling for the action level. So this is called action. We are handling in the global level. Click on global. So whenever error occurred, whenever error occurred, what I'm doing here, I'm sending the notification to respect to stakeholders. For that, what we are doing, we are using the same content is there, no? So that HTML format. So same thing I'm using HDL error out. Just it came into scope, it came into global. Just this is not it came into global. Just for your our understanding only, I write on this one, and we will write here. Error region instance error code error region instance ID. This is not required. This is not required. Copy this. So we are handling the global. Click on plus notification. Global notification. Global notification. Here in the two, lookup value we can lookup value. So this we already discussed, right? Two email ID. Here mention as two. Then error occur in the instance ID. Instance body This instance ID I will remove. How many parameters are there? How many parameters are there in the mail? Error code.
Two.
So we'll add the parameter names here. Error code. Error code. Add one more parameter. Error. Why still error is coming, guys? Narendra,
This one,
why error is coming?
you need to set that to business identifier. No?
I don't think so.
The from is not here.
From email ID.
This one must look up, right?
From email ID. I forgot to take it.
Or apply. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see now this flow. Okay. Save. Activate. Done. See, previously what happened, guys? Previously what happened? So error came, and it has not thrown by any exceptions. Now we have handled that exception in the global. Okay. So whenever error occurred, so it has catched from the global, and whatever the error information. What is okay. So I think we let's go to the integration flow. Here error occurred. Go to the global fault handler. So if I select the global fault handler, green color will be there or not executing will be there. Tell me.
Green color. Seems
Green
so.
color will be there. See, it has whatever the error information is that has been catched in the notification, and now by this time you might have received the mail. Just a minute, I will open the email. If you look at this one, error occur in the integration. This is the error code and this is the error region. Understand or not? Global how to handle. So now we have, see, I have sent my email ID here to see the error information. So, but in the real time, what will happen in respect to people who are handling these business users, so they will receive this error message. So based on that, they will do the next reprocess or they will correct the action plan based on the error.
Vamshi, in the real time, we need to correct that flow, right? Global error, everything.
Yeah, we need, yeah,
Yes.
developer has to do.
So why this message is going to the client or
Because
is
this will be used by end user, no? This integrations, everything will be used by end user, right?
yes, but the global error which is causing is we need to fix it. So the error message we should have to see that.
They will assign to again back to us, but in the production we don't have access now, these errors and everything. So once we develop done, then we are going to give it to them now.
Okay, okay,
We are
fine.
not, see, once development completed, so we are going to hand over to this to client, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, Vamshi, got it.
Hmm. Oh.
You have not placed the file to the particular path, right? User need to place the file, right?
Ah, correct. User will take it. Now let me deactivate this one. Now what we will do, we will do whatever the error occurred. So we have handled in the global, but we are going to handle in the scope also. So how to handle the this actions from the scope? What you will do? You add this plus icon scope. You can. Oh, means. Mm, mm. So
Vamshi, if we have both global and scope in one integration, then scope will first fire, right?
scope will be first page. Now you will see that scenario also. So we
Okay.
have handled global and scope, right? So first precedence will be scope only. If you are not handling any any action as scope, then it will take the global. Unhandled exceptions from the integration will be handled by global. So, structure. Structure. Mhm. So now all actions from the integrations we have put in the scope. So after you put the all the actions from the scope, if you look at this one, there is an option called default handler. There is an option called default handler. Click on default handler. Click on default handler. Click on default handler. If you look at the down, you will see this. You will see this. Now this time what we are going to do, we already seen the notification, right? We already seen the notification. So this time we are going to store the data into ATP database in the real time. So whenever we are error occurred, so even though we are sending the notification from the global, still we are going to store that information to DB table. Why? Because when you store the data, error data in the DB table, you will see, right, forever you will see. Error tracking mechanism, if you want to see, then we will do the default handler. So now how to, first we will create one table in ATP database. ATP database. Create table. Okay. Errors. HDL. Error underscore reason. Factor to error description. Message, right? Error code. Error code. Factor to error region, error code. Error instance ID. Instance ID. Spelling mistake రాదు. Created. So now what we will do here, guys, tell me what is the ATP connection? ATP connection not there here. ATP connection. ATP The connection it is there. Okay, I think it is. Valid. Mhm. So valid username password. Valid password. 1 minute.
So this is one-time configuration, right? Every time do we need to upload these files?
Actually, what is happening? I am using different instance. You are using different instance.
Okay.
That examples, whatever I have covered, right? That is in different instance. This is a different instance.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, not required, Narendra.
Okay.
I'm checking the password. Check. When did we started HDL? 1 week over. So go here. Okay, you can take the ATP. So perform an operation in a table. Insert error into ATP. Insert error into ATP. Continue. So what schema you want to use? Admin schema. Table name. Whatever the table name we have created, right? So this table name. Import tables. Continue. Now what we will do, guys? One mapper will be created. So we will get the error region, error code. It is coming like that. Error code. Something. Error region. Nothing happening, yeah? I not understand. Lock. Error code happen. Error region. Instance ID. Validate. Now in our integration, we handle the scope and we handle the global also. Now you tell me guys, integration flow, when integration contains global error handler and scope error handler, then which flow will execute, global or scope? So
Once
first
you can please scroll the right, little right. Where is the white also move into that scope, Vamshi?
everything now, all the actions from the integration we put in the scope.
Okay.
Now let
Content
me
flow
add
move the scope only.
everything we have moved to scope. Everything we have moved to scope only. Now let me activate the integration. You see the flow now.
But in the scope flow, we haven't mentioned that email thing on body, right, Vamshi?
No, here also you can mention
Okay.
if you want to, that is a requirement, na? For
Mm.
example, my client say I want to send the email, you can mention email, but my requirement is I want to store the data into ATP. So if you want to send the email as well as the store the data, then you can configure the email notification.
Notification, okay.
Now let me click here. Start now. Load or not? Hello? Hmm? Tomorrow we'll see some more concepts in the error handler, guys. Stopping for today.